Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful, bright morning. It also is cold outside today. So, here we are again, coming at you live from a drive. I posted last week about some manic Monday blues, right? And this week, I want to talk about being kind to yourself. Not just to others, but to be kind to oneself is one of the best ways that we can practice self-compassion is just to, spend some time looking towards ourselves in a way that is more kind. We're only human. We'll talk a little bit more about the human condition being part of self-compassion next week, but we are only human. And so we're going to make mistakes. That's just kind of part of life. I had this experience. I was just on a little brief vacation for my 45th birthday and lost my wallet. Yep, that's so fun when you're out of town, right? And I really just tried my best to practice feeling kind towards myself. Like, this is a mistake. It happened. It's really annoying. I'm going to have to replace some things. And I'm not going to let it ruin the rest of my day. I'm just going to forgive myself for, making this mistake, and I'll, do my best to find it. I actually did backtrack steps enough that my friend and I were able to locate where I had left my wallet. But, really, I think a major part of what made my ability to just navigate that and not let it overshadow one of the only couple days I was on vacation was to be able to practice self-kindness. So I have this challenge that I'm doing for the personal development course this week. So any of the members of the course are going to be challenged with this as homework for the week. But I thought I'd throw it out there for everybody because it's kind of a fun idea. So many of you know I have this weird 11-year gap between my son and my daughter. So I have a 17-year-old and a 6-year-old. Good times up in here. And just a few years ago, maybe 4 years ago, a group of young moms. So I'm not a young mom, but I do have a young child. So I'm in these groups sometimes. And a group of these young mothers were talking about a yes day with their kids. And so essentially, a yes day is allowing your small child to have carte blanche to do or ask for whatever they want to do for an entire day. Obviously, an entire day for a little person isn't actually an entire day because they sleep a lot, go to bed early, but it essentially is from their time of waking until their time of going to bed. They get to do what they want. Now, don't just get panicked. Like when we do this with kids, what we find is that children really want simple things like time with you. They're not, I'm not saying you wouldn't have a small child ask to do something really exciting, go to an amusement park or something of that nature. Really, though, what they ask for is, could you sit and color with me for an hour? Can we play with your makeup that you always tell me we're not allowed to play with? Can we watch cartoons all day instead of any of the television that you would watch? As my daughter affectionately calls it, real people television. She doesn't like the real people television quite as much. So I propose that you create a yes day for yourself. And I believe, much like what happens with small children, what you're going to find is that you're not asking yourself to do these big grandiose things. And if you are, you may want to adjust, because really being kind to ourselves is doing very small things. So it could be taking the day off work when everybody else is at school and work and staying in your pajamas all day and watching Netflix. It doesn't have to be something ginormous, but basically giving yourself the permission to do whatever it is you want and to not be responsible for anybody else during that time. My vacation this weekend was a girls trip with my bestie, and I can say I have never really done something like that before, and it was really a gift for me not to be responsible for anybody else on the trip. Really, really was a gift. I think when I go on vacation, not that I'm not having fun, because I've had lovely vacations with people that I love, my family, my friends, whatnot, but I always feel like I'm responsible when it's a group. I always feel like, okay, but I have to keep it going. I have to have a list of things we're doing. I have to make sure that we're on top of that, on top of schedules. And this time I just got to enjoy myself. And I 100% believed the other person was going to take care of them. So this is a day, right? This yes day is for you to 100% just take care of yourself. Just worry about you. And I assure you, I am certain it'll be pretty simple, the things that you want. Just like a small child, it's, we're not looking for a lot of stuff here. We're just looking for some time for ourselves. Sometimes it's just time to not be responsible for other people. So I hope you enjoy your yes day, and I'll see you next week.